It is impossible to make a video about certain plugins, and I think I will try it anyway. This is called TruPan, which is a panning plugin. And if you can read this text, then you see that it's basically something with filtering, something with delay, Haas effect, something with level manipulation. Damn, I'm not awake enough yet. And if you know the Haas effect, then you know that it's known for bad mono compatibility due to the flanging artifacts that appear in mono, and this plugin claims that it minimizes those and also sounds more natural. So let's just try that. The problem why I'm saying that this is probably not meant for headphones, not good for making videos, is that I'm using headphones. And if I didn't use headphones, now the microphone would pick up the sound from the speakers and then you wouldn't hear it right. So I can only choose if I should hear it right or if you should hear it right. So that makes it a bit tricky. I can have both. But for now I will just use the headphones and hear if I can hear the difference. So now I have this beat. And this beat contains this break. And for some reason this break doesn't have any stereo effect yet. Oh, I want to go to a nicer place of the break. Yeah, that part, that's nicer. Now let's try to dial in some TruPan. Yeah, sounds cool, I guess. So let's try a normal pan instead to compare. Okay, yeah, I could hear that this one sounds a bit less natural, but it is very subtle. Now, let's also try DearVR music, because it's a binaural panner. Yeah. Oh, I'm running out of CPU. And yeah, that sounded most natural to me, but I'm on headphones, of course. Now let's go to the non-headphones mode of DearVR music. And I would still say this sounded most natural. I just like DearVR music. DearVR music is very well made. Now let's go back to TruPan, because DearVR music is expensive and TruPan is free. So it's definitely doing something special, because you can see that in the visualizer. It's not just that line that is a little bit tilted or rotated more or less, but it's also well, it's just doing more. It's really hard to interpret the stuff that happens in a vector scope, but you can see it does more and you can hear it does more. The question is just if you like the sound, and only you can decide that because you are hopefully on speakers now. And I will turn down the width now so that we can hear the effects on the mono compatibility. Let's go. Yeah, so that was not completely transparent, but I gotta say, if we now used an actual Haas effect, then we would have more dramatic flanging artifacts. We can also listen to this one without width. Interestingly, this effect doesn't even show in which direction it goes. I don't know if that's just a peculiarity about Khs Haas or generally with Haas effects in the vector scope, but they should all just give a perceptual tendency towards one direction, which is right in this case. So yeah, that's how these different effects sound. So obviously, even though TruPan also has a Haas effect in it somewhere, it's way less noticeable and also way less noticeable in mono. Now if we also compare that with other types of panning, let's just do that in mono. This pan knob is 100% mono compatible. Nothing changes at all when using it. And DearVR music. Oh no, I have to set up the thing again. Shouldn't have removed the instance. So that is very obviously flangy. Now stereo mode. Oh, okay. So that is even more flangy. I would have thought that the binaural mode is more flangy because you don't have to care for that kind of stuff that much when you're making headphone mixes. But apparently it's the other way around. So it also doesn't matter on which part of the elevation you go, it still is flangy, it just sounds like a different filter was put on top of that. That's why I never use elevation actually. I can use an equalizer for that kind of stuff. But yeah. So what can I say? I think if you want a pan knob that sounds more or less natural and has very little mono compatibility issues, then I guess this new plugin is really good.